I'm here on the Portland Spirit, an incredible sailing vessel out on the Willamette River that's amazing for weddings and events. I'm super excited to walk along this ship today. There are actually 3 different vessels that we're going to take a look at where you and your sweetheart can exchange your vows and have a party. Let's take a look at it together. There's nothing quite like a wedding on the Portland Spirit. You and your guests get to embark on a journey along the Willamette River with beautiful views of Portland's downtown waterfront, and you get to go underneath all of the iconic bridges. Most weddings will start up here on the top level called the Starlight Deck, and this is where you and your sweetheart can stand and have the captain of the ship perform your wedding ceremony before the ship embarks on a 3-hour journey along the river. That's where the adventure begins. Now, the Portland Spirit actually has 3 levels. Up top, you're on the Starlight Deck. Here on the middle level, you have the Columbia Deck. This is a great spot for a reception and a dance party. They've got this marble dance floor that they can clear off, and you could have some DJ tunes going, you could have some lights. There's also tons of rows of tables and chairs that come with the wedding package, so this is an excellent option for a banquet. You've got this baby grand piano here, there's a full bar, and this is the deck where you can access the bow of the boat. The lowest level on the Portland Spirit is called the Willamette Deck, and this has a similar vibe to the Columbia Deck upstairs. There's a baby grand piano, tons of seating, and it's just a slightly smaller space. They say you could fit around 200 people upstairs, whereas down here you could fit around 100, and you can obviously use both levels at the same time depending on your guest count. There is also a fully stocked bar on this level, so there's going to be staff here serving drinks to your guests all night. Now, the wedding package comes with catering, and down here on the Willamette Deck, you actually have this built-in buffet with chafing dishes, and you have a few different options. If you want, you could do a buffet, you could do a plated dinner, or just heavy hors d'oeuvres. They also have the bathrooms on this level, and then just back here, you've got the catering kitchen. They are whipping up super fresh, delicious meals in here, and they have everything from beef to chicken to seafood, all kinds of Northwest-inspired cuisine that's cooked fresh right on the vessel. Now, the Portland Spirit is the largest and most iconic vessel, but Portland Spirit Cruises and Events actually has 3 different boats of varying sizes. Next up, we're gonna check out the Willamette Star. Now, the Willamette Star is very much the medium-sized vessel. You could have somewhere between 60 and 80 people for a ceremony and a reception on this boat. Let's take a look inside. Now, the Willamette Star is a 2-level vessel, and up here on the upper level, you have a bar and a little bit of a cocktail lounge kind of vibe. It's a very classic-looking boat. You've got these cool brass ceilings, and this level also opens up out onto an open deck. This is where you could exchange your vows underneath the Tillicum Crossing footbridge, but there's also a great spot to do your ceremony indoors on the lower level. Down here on the lower level, or the Willamette Deck, you can have your ceremony here in front of the bow with this beautiful 180-degree window. Now, this is also where a majority of your reception can happen. They've got a piano back there, they have a dance floor, and then this is where you can do a seated dinner. Now, like I said, there's room for somewhere between 60 and 80 people on this boat, and while you're out sailing, they are also gonna be preparing fresh food in the galley here, and they have this full buffet. So during the event, you've got delicious hors d'oeuvres and dinner. Just outside from the lower level, you have the bow, and this is just like on the Portland Spirit, where you and your guests can wander out during sailing. It's a great spot to take pictures, or if you have a very, very small group size, you could even do your vows right here. Such a cool view. Now, the smallest vessel is called the Crystal Dolphin, and this is ideal for a ceremony and reception of about 40 to 50 people. If you're just doing reception, you could fit up to 100, and there are a few distinct features here, like the Starlight Deck, which is a full panoramic view. Now, up on the Starlight Deck, you have kind of a unique 360-degree view. You can say your vows right here along the railing underneath the Tillicum Crossing Bridge. There's some nice bench seating here. There are a few chairs. It's also super ideal for standing room if you're doing a shorter ceremony. From there, your guests will make their way down to cocktail hour. Now, once your ceremony concludes and the boat takes off to begin the voyage, your guests can make their way here to the Columbia Deck. And you've got a really nice cocktail lounge vibe in here. There are some tall boys, some really nice seating, a full bar, and if you want, you can even make your way back here into the wheelhouse to take a few pictures with the captain. Kind of fun. Now, the Willamette deck on Crystal Dolphin has a comfortable amount of space for somewhere between 40 and 50 people to have dinner. This is one configuration option. They have an optional add-on where you could do these covered chairs. There is a stage here, so this is a great space for a sweetheart table, or if you want your guests to give some toasts during the reception. You've got an AV setup, a TV for a slideshow, and the bow is just around the corner. The bow on Crystal Dolphin is another very fun spot for your guests to wander out while you're cruising. Now, we're docked right now, but normally we'd be out in the middle of the Willamette River, so the views are incredible, and as always, it's a great spot to take pictures. Whether you want to get married on the Portland Spirit, the Crystal Dolphin, or the Willamette Star, this is one of the most unique wedding experiences that Portland has to offer. We're going to link to their events team in the description of this video so that you can reach out to them. While you're at it, check out A Beautiful Union. We're a wedding photo video studio based here in Portland, and we would love to film your wedding on the Portland Spirit.